Hey Pisces. Welcome, Seeker. October. Show me Pisces. This was fast. 7 of Cups and Queen of Swords. That's pretty much Pisces in air season. It's it kind of snaps you out of some sort of a fog or being kind of in a dream state of fantasies and plans and possibilities, and here comes Libra season, the retrogrades and the clarity. Too many cards. And the clarity of what you missed, what you didn't see, what you were not aware of, what you lost. From so many trees, you can't see the woods, right? There were so many things. So where did the things that you needed to be focused on and conscientious toward, where do they go? 9 of Wands and the Chariot. They went on to fight for what fights for them. They went on to just focus on their own challenges. They've moved on. And maybe you thought they'll stick around. Stay longer, wait. Because you didn't feel time with this energy. You didn't feel time. So much was happening. It doesn't have to be bad. It could be good stuff. But it was just so full. And time kind of stood by. But for them, time kept moving. The Hermit. And maybe they felt alone. The Hermit, takes loneliness to another level. The Hermit makes pure raw magic out of it, gains so much wisdom and empowerment, and becomes a guide to others. It's Virgo season that has recently made you kind of walk the bridge from losing track of time to suddenly being exceptionally aware of how time goes by and what happens when it does. Someone is off on a journey that has to do with themselves. 8 of Pentacles and the Justice card. But you're both working. That's something that you do have very much in common, that is synced. Working on your karma, working on your truth, working on your justice, working on your aspirations. Libra season is going to simplify everything for you. You're going to see things in clarity. You're going to know what needs to come next. What's the ideal chronological order of things? What's the cleanest, fastest, most practical and benevolent approach to anything, really? Focusing only on the details that count. and wondering. Wondering what about? Wondering about what? Show me more for Pisces, please. Six of Pentacles, the Magician, and Three of Swords. Where you could have put more energy, where you could have put less energy, how you could have managed your time possibly, what you could have done differently. With what was given to you. And what was slipped through your fingers. I'm picking up on someone that has been on a waiting game for a very long time. They have been fighting for something, believing in something, not letting go of an idea, of a concept, of a visual, of faith, of love, of something, of someone. And is now looking back and thinking, what could I have done with all that time? And it comes with some sort of pain, because simultaneously there's an acknowledgement to one's gifts and skills and possibilities and other options that they've had or you've had. But right now, although you want to break out of the loop, right, and live by the clarity, the energy of Libra season is giving you. The retrogrades won't let you quite yet, not until the 18th. You're still really processing, because you're looking back at things from a different perspective, from a different point of view, with a different type of acknowledgement. And you're just like, I'm picking up on like moments that you've interpreted as a very specific thing now suddenly seem to you in retrospect seem completely different. You're like, I don't understand how I looked at it like that, or why I've approached it like that. I can't tell you, hey, look, it's not helpful, move on, because that's first, it's not going to work. Second of all, there's a reason why we have these energies. There's something there that wants to be processed by you, that wants you to explore it, that wants you to reach conclusions. So I'm not telling you to try to overcome it, quite the opposite. I'm telling you, see what you can gain from it, what you can learn from it, what you can modify from it. The Lovers. A choice of love. So I'm picking up on a choice that you've made before that is coming up again for you to go over, or to, it's like a second chance. I want to say. It's filled with a sense of disappointment, either by you or by the other person or by both of you. So it will require addressing the wounds, right? Or the disappointment, or what went wrong, or if it's not a choice in love, then it could be a choice when it comes to your approach to love, how you go about your love life. And things that you were not willing to compromise over, that maybe you are willing to compromise over now. The thing is, once the retrogrades go direct, it's almost going to be like a very sharp flip, where you are called to be in a decisive mode and go with a path. Whatever that path may be that you choose that works for you, but to not stay in that timeless loop that was, until now, and now kind of sort of you're on a bridge out of. Look, there's a lot of talent here, spiritual talent, this acute ability to be very, very perceptive and see your own mechanism, right? Your own, like maybe you're very good at reading your own chart. And if you're not an astrologer, then you're good at reading your own, you're beginning to tap into it anyway. Like, see through the spiritual reasons. You know why you do the things you do, right? You understand where your blocks come from. And it's almost like Spirit is telling you, okay, great, it's time for you to now make decisions based on it and act upon it, right? And not just know. Knowing is 50% of the solution. No. Because if you follow through with actions, then yes. But if you leave it at that, if you leave it with just, I know what the problem is, but not move forward with acting from there, then that 50% is 0%, right? So make sure that once you know, or whatever it is that you already are certain about, start living by it. King of Wands. So Pisces, some of you might have, wow, Two of Cups. So there's definitely a romantic possibility with this King of Wands here. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. King of Wands, Two of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right after the Lovers. So this could be something very, very serious and long-term. Something like a choice in love that will last for a long time. This King of Wands is coming in really knowing what they want. Okay, this could be you, this could be the person you're dealing with or are about to deal with. It's someone who is very ready for a relationship, who has went through their psychological processes and they've come out the other side. They've come out they're on the other side of the bridge, right? This could be something that will be built throughout the month of October, November, December, and can possibly really lead to a very long-term, very loving relationship. This so this King of Wands have had whatever, a tendency to observe and not act. They were constantly like thinking they might know what they want, but not being certain, so not doing anything about it. But here with the Lovers, Two of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles, it's a strong decision being made about, honestly, simply someone that knows what they want and they go for it. And most of October is the process for it, but he's there, the King of Wands is just there, like right at the end of the reading. You want to look at the cards? Let me look at this for a little bit and see if anything else is coming through. I don't think I see numeric repetition. Interesting. Let's see the... Okay, so we have these court cards. Queen of Swords, King of Wands. 3, 6, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No 4, no 5, no aces. Okay. And then a lot of major arcanas. We have a Chariot, the Hermit, Justice, Magician, and Lovers. There will be an extended for this. I'm going to continue and do another reading for you guys for October. It's going to be available on Patreon alongside all the other extendeds plus VIP content for patrons. You can find it in the link below. In the description box, we'll have all the links. I'm looking at it as I'm talking to you, and then I'm going to continue talking about this reading. If you want to be, more ahead of the game and have your reading sooner for next month's batch, make sure to press the like button, because I'm going by the amount of likes. The signs with the most likes get ahead. So it's really simple. So it's free, it's anonymous, just practice that muscle, Pisces. This is an important muscle, right? Anyway, yeah, go for it. If you want to study Tarot Masterclass, Bunkai, check it out. And anyway, the goodies are below. I'm also on Instagram, the Existential Shift. Okay. I want to continue talking about this for a second though. Oh, at the end of the extended, I'll also pull out runes. We'll do a rune reading. Suddenly I'm picking up on an energy that is looking at you. These two people, I find, it's like, you might be one of them, but you might be someone that, okay, two people are looking at one person. So it could be two people that are like observing you. Really contemplating if to go for it. So there might be someone you're contemplating if to go for. There's someone might be contemplating if to go for you. So it doesn't actually have to be romance. It can also be like a work project or a work opportunity of some sort. It might require travel or some physical exertion. There's something physical about this. This could be something that will take time. This is not something that, this could be like a long project, right? It doesn't have to be. It's coming up. There is something mystical about this, or a little bit out of the ordinary. Like, it doesn't look like a regular job. It looks like either something creative or in the field of even metaphysics. It's weird. Well, no, I'm sorry. There's so many types of works out there. I'm sorry. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely not a standard 9 to 5, job. It's not like this could have to do somehow with magic as well. It's coming through. I think you're going to face a moment of having to make a very significant choice that for some of you it could affect many, many years to come. This is very exciting. There's a lot of excitement here, like like stomach butterflies, like something very, very, like a very it's an adventure. It's like all eyes on you for something, Pisces. Who is some okay, this energy here with the Justice card is like all eyes on them. Waiting for the verdict, waiting for the decision, waiting for the okay, well, what will it be? Are we going for it or are we not going for it? Are we doing this or are we not doing this? I'm seeing books and maps and travel and whispers. What are you? What? What? Like, what? Um, let's see what our other friends can show. Two of Cups, Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Jeez, that's dramatic. Okay, sorry. Okay. So there has been a failed romance or like something that started and didn't continue or started and ended, whatever. There was a little bit of imbalance there. And I'm seeing someone waiting and kind of contemplating and wondering, possibly being stuck a little bit in like, will this person come back? Will they not come back? And all that jazz. But then there's a shift in energy and they're just focusing. Now this could be you, Pisces. There's just this focus on work, other battles, physical strength is coming through, practicing something. I'm seeing someone that's that a little like kind of someone gave up on love kind of thing, or not gave up on love, maybe gave up on like long-term relationships or finding something lasting. They're just like, whatever, nothing ever continues, everything just ends. I'm just gonna, focus on my dreams, my craft, and then if it happens, it happens, kind of thing. And oh, this King of Wands and Queen of Swords are like staring at me. Like, I want you to maybe you can feel what I feel. Look. It's like, what are you looking at? It's like, why are you staring at me? Okay. Yeah, it's like this. Honestly, you know what it reminds me of? I have attended many auditions in my life. Okay, I'm also in the acting. I'm also an actress. So this is like casting directors like looking at you, and you're like you're done. You've done your piece. You've done your monologue or dialogue or whatever it was, and they just stare at you, and you're like, okay. So, um, it's like sometimes when people forget that you're in the room as they are watching you in the room. Does that make sense? Like, do they even know that they're staring at me? Do they even? Never mind. I don't know why this reminds me of it, but maybe you'll have like, maybe you'll feel that somehow a little bit. But there's a really like intense observation coming from this King of Wands and Queen of Swords. If it's you, Pisces, if one of these energies is you, please let me know in the comments. and explain to me who you're staring at and why. um, Look, it's really up to you to harness all this power. Because there is a lot of power in this reading. There's a lot of energetic cosmic power. And there's a lot of like loopworms? Loopholes? I don't know. Like things are just like kind of energies are kind of mixing together. Different worlds. See, different worlds are mixing together. You know what's coming up? Middle Earth. Are you familiar with the Middle Earth? It's a notion from, well, it originates from Norse mythology. I think Lord of the Rings made a. Was it Lord of the Rings? There's this epic story that, you have Middle Earth in, but it originates from the Tree of Life. Okay, that holds the Yggdrasil tree that holds all the different worlds. And Middle Earth is somewhere in the middle that kind of connects everything. So like where all the worlds meet, To me, it's my Avalon, right? I'm Morgane, so it's after Morgane Le Fay, the High Priestess of Avalon. Which was the kingdom that kind of parallels Middle Earth, you might want to say. Suddenly, this reading is now touching me in a way because I'm picking up like on this energy is something that I really resonate with something that I'm working on. That I have been working on. So I am so drawn to these energies. I'm like staring at it and mumbling with you guys. I'm sorry, but it's like something very alluring about this. Like when you are glued to the screen of like an epic movie, or glued to a really, fascinating book, and you're like becoming a part of that world, and you're harnessing the characteristics of the characters and dress up like one of the characters in Halloween, whatever. Like it's really, really, it kind of takes over you. Okay, I'm gonna continue this. I hope it will bring up an added clarity about this energy that we just tapped into. Let's see what your spiritual homework is for the month of October. Spiritual homework for Pisces for October. If you know tarot, then just work with the energies of the card that will come out. If you want to know my take on whatever card comes out and how to do the energy work aspect of that card, as well as what it means, I'm going to link the class for it, the specific class for this card from my Tarot Masterclass Boomkai. Okay? So spiritual homework for Pisces for October, please. Six of Swords. Speaking of the Mist of Avalon. Brings up that archetype. Okay, guys. I'll see you real soon, huh? Welcome to my channel. See you soon.